Welcome to SKML Chess Academy YouTube channel. In this channel, we will be discussing few more traps as our goal is to reach 300, to discuss all the 300 traps. Why in this journey, now we have reached up to 68 in the last video. Now we will see few more traps in this video. This is trap number 69. All these traps are from Guicopiano. Guicopiano starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6. Here, white plays d4, attacking at the, striking at the center. So e into d4, c into d4. Then the bishop will give a check. The knight is developed to c3 to stop the check, and also it's a developing move. Here, white sacrifices a pawn, knight into e4. Here, white castles. Now, in this game, black has taken this, capture this c3 knight with bishop. Let us see what will happen if knight captures the c3 knight in the coming games. In this game, we will see bishop into c3, bishop into c3. He didn't capture this, he pushed. He attacked the c6 knight. Then bishop has gone back, bishop f6, rook e1, rook is attacking, then knight e7. Black is intending to move the knight away from the pin. Now it can move because it is not under pin now. But white captured this knight, rook into e4, castles. Here, white played d6, clearing this diagonal, at the same time attacking the knight. C into d6, queen into d6. Knight f5, queen d5, attacking the knight. Then he will push the, black is pushing d6 so that he gets protection from the bishop. So here, knight g5, increasing the attack on the f7 pawn. There are 3 attackers and 2 defenders on the f7 square. Bishop into g5, bishop into g5, queen into g5. Queen is sacrificed here because queen into f7, rook into f7. If the queen would have not moved from here, from d8 square, it would have not possible for the rook to give a check here, and white sacrificed his queen and made a mate. Let us see next game. Here e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, d4, into d4. These are all the same moves played in the last. C into d4, bishop b4, check. Now knight c3, knight into e4, castles. Here knight into c3 played, b into c3, bishop into c3. Here bishop is attacking the rook and white ignored the threat and played queen b3. Then black happily captured the rook. Here if you see the position on the board, white's 2 minor pieces already developed and other minor piece got a free diagonal here, and black pieces got stuck up on the queen side. Queen side there was no development for the black king. So bishop into f7 check. So the moment he captured the rook, bishop into f7 played, king f8, bishop g5, attacking the queen. So only way is to protect this, knight e7. Bishop f6 also can be played. Knight e5, bishop into d4, bishop d6, bishop g6. Here, the idea is if you capture the bishop, I will go and say check here. And if you capture the knight here, then I will go and checkmate on the same square, f7. So bishop g6 and d5. So first he closes the diagonal of the queen. Then he moved along the line, along the rank to f3 square and gave a check. Queen f3 check, bishop f5, bishop into f5 because he has to remove the defender. So bishop into f5, bishop into e5, bishop e6 check, bishop e6 check, bishop f6, bishop into f6, queen b8. Since the queen is under attack, so queen is moved to a safe square. So bishop c5 check, king e8, queen f7 check, king d8, bishop into e7 checkmate. So this is the another trap from the Guicopiano. Let us see another trap from the same opening. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, d4, e into d4, c into d4. Till now, this is the main problem. The moment c4 is played, bishop b4, knight c3, knight into e4, capturing the pawn, castles, knight into c3, b into c3, bishop into c3, queen b3. Now, in the previous game, black captured the free rook on a1. Now, black played differently. He captured bishop into d4. Here, bishop into f7 check. So, it allowed the white to capture the f7 pawn. So, king moved to king f8. Now, as usual, this is a attacking development move. This is bishop g5. So, he has to, here last time, knight has come to e7. Now, in this game, black played bishop f6. So, rook a1, knight e7, bishop h5. Because here the moment he moved knight a to e1 is attacking on he escaped from the bishop attack. So bishop h5, he moved back so that white can deliver a checkmate on f7. So knight g6, knight e5, knight into e5, rook into e5. You see, he try to stop with this knight the diagonal. So white attacked that again the defender. So knight into e5. So knight can again safeguarding this f7. So white did not hesitate to give up his rook for the knight. So rook into e5. Here he played g6. So he cannot take this since there is a checkmate here. So g6, bishop into bishop h6 check, bishop g7, rook f5 check. You see, keep on sacrificing this to open up the lines and diagonals. So these are all the moves you have to carefully watch and adapt in your game. So king e7, rook e1 check, king d6, queen d5 checkmate. So another game in the Guicopiano. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, d4, e into d4, c into d4, bishop b4, check, knight c3, knight into e4, castles, knight into c3, b into c3. So these are all repeated. Now what? Now instead of taking this pawn here on c3, now he retreated to bishop e7. d5, knight a5, attacking the bishop, but white ignored the threat and moved d6. So bishop into d6, rook e1 check, bishop has gone back to e7. Now As usual, bishop is developed to g5 to attack the queen. Now this time, bishop is standing on the e7. So he played f6, bishop into f6, g into f6, knight e5. Actually, here this knight move has dual purpose. One is it is giving the clearance of the diagonal d1 h5 diagonal. Another one is also attacking the f7 square. h5, queen d3. Same, queen can go to g6 and deliver a checkmate. First gives check. When the king moves to f8 square, it can deliver the mate on the f7 square. So rook h6. Here, if knight captures, what will happen if knight captures the bishop? Let us see. Knight into c4, queen g6 check, king f8 and queen f7 checkmate. So let us go back again to this position. Here f into e5, queen g6 check, king f8 and queen f7 checkmate. So let you have seen what happens if knight captures the c4 and what happens if captures the e5. Now let us go back to queen d3. So in the both the lines, black is losing, so black played rook h6. At least he is stopping the g6 square. So here queen d5 is aiming to come to the f7 square. Even knight captures the bishop, but with the help of the knight, it can come to f7 square. So rook has to come to h7. Here queen goes to the g8. Because in this diagonal is made has become weak, so white attacks on this diagonal only. Bishop f8, knight c6 check. You see there is a open check and at the same time attacking the queen here, but white doesn't really need the king, doesn't need the queen. He is aiming for the king. Queen f7 checkmate. Now in this video, let us see one more game from the same opening. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, d4, e into d4, castles, castles, c into d4, bishop b6, d5, knight e7, e5, knight e8, d6, c into d6, e into d6. These are all self-explanatory. That's why I'm not giving any commentary on these moves. Knight g6. Here comes bishop g5. You see, in the Guicopiano, bishop g5 line is is always attacking the queen here. So now you cannot put some piece here on e7 or e7. So he has to move knight to f6. Then white developed his other knight, knight c3, h6, pushing back the white's dark squared bishop here, but he ignored the threat and played queen d3. Because if he captures, if h into g5, if h into g5, queen into g6. So he doesn't lose the material. Queen d3, king h7. King has come to h7. Now here, bishop into f7. Since it is tapped, so he has taken the bishop into f7, rook into f7. Here, knight e5. So now nothing can be done about this knight. Knight will fall. H into g5, queen into g6 check, king g8, queen into f7. So that's all in this video. Here now white has won the exchange, and that's all in this video. And to all the viewers and subscribers, I wish very happy Bhogi Sankranti and Konuma festival. Greetings, and I'm thankful to all the viewers and subscribers for encouraging me. I request you to extend your cooperation for the year 2026 and bless this channel. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.